Good morning, everybody. This is Rafe Gal. We are playing some Slay the Spire because I apparently got a little excited about it. Let's see here. So I'm thinking let's try something a little different. I'm gonna play the Silent, which is my personal favorite. Except I'm gonna play it in Ascension mode. Now I'm only on level 2. This gets harder every time you beat it, but I think it's a neat thing to continue trying. This is just going to be normal enemies are more difficult, and we're going to have more elites. Another try. So I think we're going to start off with a really straightforward... we're going to remove a card from our deck. And I think we're removing Survivor. I don't like that card. Okay. So we're going to look for additional campfires. Looks like this path right here overlaps in a way where you could get 3. Whereas certain paths over there you could only get 1. I'm feeling like, given that this is... yeah, we could hit this shop. So let's do these 3 regular enemies, the shop, and we'll follow this path up. That should give us enough time to get a little bit of money. We already have some base, like our starting money. Okay, so the way that Silent works, we're starting out, we're going to be using Neutralize to reduce damage from the most powerful enemies. We're going to be tossing some block out. Yeah, I think we're just going to block this turn. We should be drawing an extra card. Yep. Oh, we got lucky. We got the Neutralize again. So I have 2 choices here. No, I really don't. I think we need to basically do this again. We're going to take a little damage, but we're actually going to get a strike in. I think this time we just do strike, strike, defend, and now we just have 1 guy to block against. We should be hopefully getting back our... we should hopefully be getting back our weaken here again. And that'll be actually... Neutralize is actually the one we're going to be upgrading immediately when we can. Because it actually lasts 2 turns instead of 1 at that point. My actual favorite way to do Silent is generally either with a knife thrower build, which is basically generating a lot of daggers, 0 cost, very kind of actually similar to what we were doing on the last run. 6 damage for each attack played this turn. That's actually this is actually a decent. I mean, exactly what it says. It's decent finisher. When you get a good turn going off, it can be good. My other favorite one is the kind of slow poison build. So in this case, we need to... So we're going to go strike, finisher. What? Oh, for each. Okay, I think we just finished this guy off. That'll cut our damage in half. So we actually reduced the damage more by attacking than by defending that time. I still screwed up, but... And that was actually a mistake. If I hadn't defended, we would have been able to kill it. I wasn't really thinking about it, wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, so Finisher only works if you have played other ones. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply a poison. Yes, please. That actually kind of can be or that one can even kind of be a bridge between the two builds that I was mentioning. It works in either, which is part of why it's good. So we want to do defend, defend, strike. As always, I enjoy powers, so I think we're gonna do defend, defend, strike again. Finisher's not great in our deck now. It could be better later, though. Right now, it's kind of a if you get a good turn. Okay, so we're gonna take some damage this time. I don't have enough to actually do a lot. Not sure how much Envenom is going to help in this fight. So I'm thinking let's just do strike, strike, finisher. So that we can wrap it up next turn. One defend wasn't going to make a big difference on that. Okay, so that will be really important if we get the Shiv build, the knife thrower build. I think we want to go with that. I like that build a lot, and actually Envenom does work really well with it, so... Oh, sure, and then I get Noxious Fumes here, which is the other one. I mean, I can do both. Noxious Fumes is just really good for longer fights. But I think I'm just going to pick up Backflip here and call it good. If I happen to get a Noxious Fumes later, we'll roll with it, but that's the poison build that I like. Yes, please. Upgrade 2 cards is good. We go here, we're going to upgrade a card. Ooh, we're only at 27 health. Got 3 campfires coming up, so this should be good. Accuracy plus... We don't have any shivs yet, so this isn't super important. Is that... Yeah, that makes that a little more usable, but I do want to get Neutralize upgraded here, because that 2 weak is really important. It makes the weak last an additional turn. So even though we are going to be able... Basically, it makes it so we have twice as long with it. That's the Shiv card. So we have the build. Feel like we're good there. Okay, we're gonna rest because I am like still at low health. Negate the next 2 curses you get. That's good. Okay, so now we're gonna go to this campfire. We're gonna get another upgrade. Which I think we want Envenom so that it only costs 1. Getting that down to 1 makes it a lot more playable. It makes it easier for it to actually be usable. Okay, so now we can go with it one of these 2 ways. We're going to end up fighting an elite regardless, which is good. This way gives us another shop, but we don't have a lot of money. Well, no, we've got enough for maybe 1 more pickup. Yeah, let's go this way. Okay, so we're gonna go Envenom, Accuracy, Strike. So poison's this is only gonna do 1. If we only have 1 poison, it doesn't matter that much because it's gonna just tick up like that. I actually should have hit the back guy. Okay, so we're gonna get Infinite Blades. We're going to Neutralize, which is going to add 1 poison. So the trick here is, when you hit an enemy multiple times, those poison counters don't all go away. You only lose 1 poison counter each turn. So now he's going to take 3 damage, go down to 2, and then next turn he's going to take 2 and go down to 1 or to 0. We are going to get a free Shiv, which is going to do 7 damage for 0. And this is where this is going to start getting really good, because we have a free attack every turn, which is going to add poison count, even when we're building defense. This is also where Defender is, or where Finisher gets really good, because we are going to be able to get a free 0 cost attack every turn from Infinite Blades. This is a problem. Can we kill him? I think we can kill him. Because of the poison. I need to get an opportunity to... We're getting a lot of good powers early. I hope I get a relic that helps with that. Yeah. I think let's get the elite out of the way, and we have a question mark there that it may or may not be a problem. Okay, so he's stunned for this turn. He's going to do 18 damage, which is unfortunate. But we do have defense. We did get a little extra block here. And I think we're just going to do accuracy Infinite Blades. The downside with this build is it does take a little time to set up. So our goal is going to be to kind of build up ways to get extra defense early. And now we're in a position, we're going to remove some of the regular attack cards also to make it easier to get that defense. And some of the weaker attacks for that matter. And use things like backflip to keep our momentum going and get the cards we need. And then we can accumulate poison. We'll ideally have multiple ways to get shivs by the end. So Cloak and Dagger gives us an extra shiv also. That'll bring us up to the 13 we need. And then we're going to get multiple attacks for Finisher because of the shivs. You can start to see how this build is going to come together. Again, it does take time to build up. It's not an immediate thing. And we actually have a big problem right now because we have too many cards. And actually, now that we have those powers out of the way, you can see the deck is moving a lot more fluidly. Start of each combat, add 3 shivs to your hand. Yes, please. That's really good. It means our first turn we get 3 extra damage. I don't actually want those. We're not adding extra cards to our deck unless we need to. Yeah, we want to remove a card from our deck. I think right now we want to remove a strike. I'm debating between a strike and a defend, but I feel like a regular strike is probably good since we have so many, like, we're generating these shifts. We have ways to do attacks. We want extra ways to defend early on until we get enough good stuff to replace it. Actually, no, we need to rest. I don't want to risk not getting through this boss fight. Okay. good news is we got accuracy right off the bat. We can let these shuffle in if we don't want them, but I think we do for this first turn because he's not going to do any attacks. So we're going to take our turn to set up. I'm debating. Okay, let's do a power potion. Free Envenom. Perfect. Glad I did that. So we're going to get poison on him, and the cool thing with poison is even if he is in his other mode, we're going to have a way to deal damage to him without taking damage ourselves. And I think... yeah, we want to do a strike. That's fine. This is going to push him into his second mode, but we're going to have poison on him, so he's still going to take damage past his armor. That's okay. Okay, so now he's in attack mode, which is perfect because we are ready to be in defense mode. So we're going to do this. I think we're going to go ahead and just do an extra 10 block and then get these attacks in, even though we're going to take some splashback from it. It's going to build up the poison counter, and we're still not going to take any damage because of our block ratings. This turn, maybe not so much. This is going to be rough, actually. So he's going to hit pretty hard here. I think the plan is just pass to minimize damage, because this guy can hit really hard. That's not enough damage, I don't think. We need to do 40. I think this is a good time to throw a fire potion. That cuts his health down in half. We're gonna do that. And then we can do Shiv, Strike, Finisher. And again, build up 12 poison at this point. We don't want him to have a chance to let that tick down. So we're going to do a defend. We're going to do... actually, we should have done Cloak and Dagger. That was a mistake. That's okay. 15, and then we're going to neutralize, cut that damage down. Shiv. Shiv. You know what? I'm going to just keep attacking, even though we're going to take a little damage, because we're building up a really good poison count here and doing a lot of attacks. It's going to cut down the overall time that this fight takes. This is a problematic hand. Or can we finish him? 79. He's taking 18 from poison currently. So that's 21 from Shivs. And that'll make it 21 poison. So 42. 18. 19, 20, 21. Again. 63. That looks like not quite. This would have been a perfect hand in one more turn. I think I'm actually just gonna pass. Shuffle the whole thing away. And now Sharp Hide is gone. And we have 61 damage as our ratio there. And unfortunately, we don't have the awesome hand we had last time. We're still going to take 12 damage, so we can get some block up. And he's just going to be dead in 2 turns from poison. Which is the cool part with this build, is poison makes it real easy to just, it doesn't matter. And that's why we don't rush. Corpse Explosion's not a bad one. I've used it before. It's not... The problem with it is it doesn't work well against bosses, because there's a lot of times where there's one... Or elites, where there's just one enemy. It's really good again, or to give you some AoE, though, which this build does not have. Well, no. If we were a more poison build, that would be better. I think we're going to be okay. Okay, so I think we're going to do Calling Bell. We get 3, or we get a Curse, which is negated, and then we get 3 Relics. Additional 15 when we heal. Enemies with weak deal way less, which is really good. And now energy is conserved between turns. That's actually really cool. So if we ever have turns where we don't need the extra energy, we can hold and not do it. So I need to pay attention to that, but it's going to be interesting at least. Okay. This middle path, again, seems to have multiple fires. So the big trick is just going to be figuring out which point, or how I want to get to here. So it's one of these outer ones, not this one. I don't have a ton of money, so shop doesn't seem like a great start. So I think we're going to go over here and maybe do these question marks. That is a really strong start. So we're actually just going to eat this damage pretty much. Unless we kill him. Which might happen. Half of his life in 1 turn with 7 poison. In exchange for 6 health? Sure. X is you get penalized for playing non-attacks, but he's actually not attacking us, and we're just going to be able to kill him. It's a very aggressive build, but it does seem to work pretty well. I do like Crippling Cloud, and that's an upgraded version. 7 poison and 2 weak to all enemies. Especially with Paper Crane. So it'll be 40% weak. It's a one-shot. You know what? Let's do it. It really builds up your poison for multiple enemies, which is also really nice. I mean, accuracy and venom. Footwork. Shiv. We're not past his armor, so we're not actually getting envenom triggers yet, which is the problem with this guy. But once we actually get poison on him, it'll be really good. Not ideal. That turn wasn't ideal. Okay, so we're gonna Cloak and Dagger, so we get an extra shiv. We're gonna toss our 2 shivs out. Can't quite break the armor. I think we're just gonna do this. Try and get it low, as low as we can. He's gonna build it back up. Let's do a backflip. Negate another spot of his artifact. Artifact prevents debuffs from affecting you. Or him in this case. So this is raw damage. I think we're just going to keep blocking. Reduce the damage. This is the turn we want to go nuts, I think. So that got rid of the last point of artifact. And I think that's just game. Didn't end up mattering, but that's okay. Thorns is honestly possibly better than that. No, I like this better. I really don't want to sit here on multiple footworks, but I feel like it could actually be good once we get our deck thinner. Try to match them, no do-overs. Plus 1 additional power for each time you lose HP this turn, or this combat. I don't know if I actually want that. Yeah, I don't actually want any of those. Out. Oh, there we go. Second backflip. Perfect. That's actually what I wanted. Out of those. Yeah, we'll take this one. Extra shot. Okay. Okay. Cloak and Dagger. And we're going to remove another card. I think we're going to remove a regular defense at this point. We did just get 2 more defense cards with Cloak and Dagger and Backflip. And those are both ones that actually affect us more. Okay, so this one we really need to get damage out quick. So we're going to go Infinite Blades. We're going to get our footwork going just for the sake of it. And then we're going to do 3 attacks. Yeah, these guys are going to be nasty. Or these guys get nasty real quick if you let them sit. Because they gain extra attack power every turn. We need this to get our extra damage from Shiv. So we're going to take a bunch of damage this turn. But we pretty much have it set up now. And we should be... Yep, that's what I was waiting for. So Crippling Cloud on all of those gives us less damage and gives them all a poison. Extra damage on that guy. I wish I had 1 more power so we could do footwork and backflip. I feel like we want to do the backflip this turn. Perfect. And we're going to hit the guy in the back to extend the weak on him. So we can work our way forward and hopefully take less damage overall. I should have also done this. regen is going to be kind of reverse poison, so we're going to gain 5 the first turn. And then for the second turn, it's actually health recovery, not just armor, which is kind of rare. But we're getting pounded right now, so I feel like it's probably worth it. Okay. I think we need to finish this guy this turn. We need to start on this guy. And then we're going to do this, and we should be not taking damage. And I think we're actually going to let the energy carry over rather than doing another strike, because we might have, I think we'll have finisher coming up. I mean, not right now, but we should have it coming up soon. And ideally, we're going to be able to take this guy out this turn, but I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we're going to do footwork, backflip. Another backflip. Here's our 18. Let's do cloak and dagger. So that's the kind of turn we want. We just built up enough armor, partially because of that dexterity boost, to get both of these guys, or to get in range of both of those guys. This guy's dead this turn. We don't actually need to worry, we just need to focus on the back row guy and see if we can take him out as well. And we can easily do that with finisher. And that gave us a little health back so we can afford to smith here. I forgot that Cloak and Dagger is 2 shivs when you upgrade it. That's really good offensively and means we can really just focus on removing our strikes. Because Cloak and Daggers kind of become 2 strikes for 1 once you get them upgraded. I think right now the biggest thing we want out of this is backflips. That 8 block backflip is really powerful. Okay. Accuracy, footwork. Let's get our neutralize going on this guy. We don't actually have... You know what? I'm going to actually leave this be. We're going to use our shivs, but I'm going to leave my energy to carry over to the next turn. Have the weak on this guy still. Let's get our Cloak and Dagger to get our shiv. We're only at 10 that we're taking for damage, so I think we should be good to just attack. And I think I want to prevent this guy from getting buffed, so we're just going to do a potion and finish him off before he gets down. Weakened wears off. That's not good. But we should be able to now keep up a little better because we've got our double dexterity. Probably should have done infinite blades there to keep our shiv train coming, but that's okay. So we're going to do Crippling Cloud, Cloak and Dagger. This is kind of rough. We're not getting the cards we want in exactly the right order, and we haven't really had a good turn to set up since the beginning. There we go. This is it. That's the setup turn we needed. Unfortunately, we don't have Venom on him, But we still have poison damage going from crippling cloud. Hard to say. We can keep him weakened there. Shiv. Defend. 12, 18. We do need to prevent damage at this point. We're getting to the point where we're taking more than I would really like in each fight. Our health is kind of sitting at a level that's a little lower than I'd like. Yeah, we're gonna go for this campsite. This is not a good fight. Okay. Actually, Crippled Cloud will help. Crippling Cloud will help. I think we do Footwork as our last card here. And then I think we start whittling down this guy's armor so he doesn't build it up. Or am I misremembering how that works? Like, I think the poison will just kill the bad guy. Okay, it does reset to 14, so we don't want to do it that way. So we need to defend Cloak and Dagger. So this guy's dead next turn. When he dies, I get 2 vulnerable, which is a problem. Because this guy is going to get extra damage this turn, so I need to account for that. Oh, I'm already vulnerable. No, that's real. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to do Cloak and Dagger, Shiv, 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 Finisher, layer up some poison, reduces plated armor so he's getting less each turn, and we should be good. Focus on defense this time. Oh, we weren't actually building up poison because we don't have Envenom. Now we are. Okay, so at this point, I think we go defend, Shiv, strike, and I think we just let that mana lapse. Because we're not taking the extra, that'll give us an extra energy for next turn because of our Ice Cream, which gives us a turn with Finisher. Not that we actually need it, but gives us a little more flexibility. This seems like it lasts for the whole combat. I think this might actually be, or like the actual strength part, seems like it lasts for the combat. If that's the case, that could be really good against a boss. Enemies start with 1 vulnerable, which is really nice with our 3 starting Shivs. Resting gets us a lot of hit points back because of our relic. That's an interesting combination. So this guy attacks every other turn. We want to get him taken out real quick. So we're going to Envenom. Nobody's attacking this turn, which is kind of nice. And that Vulnerable actually ate his artifact. I think we just go all out on this guy. Instead of playing footwork and being more defensive. Okay. So Crippling Cloud is going to finish this guy off completely. And that also finishes off this guy's barrier there. And I feel like I want to be defensive still because I actually have my hit points. So let's wait and play these once we get stable. Once this guy's gone, we'll be fine. So now we only have one guy to deal with, so we can do backflip. Actually, this would be a good chance to figure out how this works. So strength is down 2. Just to see. Yeah, the strength loss is permanent for the rest of the fight. So that'll be really helpful for getting through this, especially since he makes us frail, which makes it harder to keep our block up. Let's do footwork, backflip, cloak and dagger, shift. We need to keep defenses up. We can't keep taking damage because I want to be able to use my next rest point as a chance to get our as a chance to get card upgraded rather than having to heal again. So we're into a rhythm at this point. And basically, as things cycle through, we should be able to take care of it. I don't think we're going to run into problems again. And there we finally got our infinite blades up. So that's our last dexterity boost. So now we can do that. Make sure we don't use our last energy because we didn't need it. Cloak and dagger is enough. So we can do that. Strike. It's our last card. Just a strike. I think we leave it. Carry over 2 energy this time. We're going to be reshuffling our pile. And that's what I was wanting. So Shiv, strike, finisher. Or damage for each skill in your hand. Neither of those is really what I'm... Okay. So now I have the choice. If I go here, I can upgrade a card, which is nice. If I go here, I can remove a card, which may actually be nicer at this point. I feel like continuing to remove just the regular attack cards makes our deck a lot cleaner. We don't need the heal, so it'd be upgrading. What would we upgrade if we did that? We could look at what upgrading Malaise does. We could upgrade our second backflip or start upgrading Cloak and Daggers. Even accuracy is a really good one. We have a lot to upgrade. That's part of the reason I'm thinking about it. But right now we have a ton of regular strikes still. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go over here and remove card. I did that very quickly before I stopped and looked at the noxious fumes too closely. Nib is actually decent with this style of deck. Not great. Yeah, I think we're good. I really don't like this fight. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do... I think we're gonna use our regen potion now just to get our extra healing in so we can do an upgrade on the next stop. We're gonna start off with Crippling Cloud. And then I think I'm just gonna see if we can take this guy out on one turn with that vulnerable. Uh, 20 yeah. There we go. Mystic down in one turn. That'll prevent that buff from going out. Makes the Centurion a little harder to hit, but that's okay. We can bend. Got 12. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do setup turn. Ooh. I do Malaise. I'm gonna take 5. Or I could do like a Cloak and Dagger into Malaise. 1 less off the strength, but make sure I don't take damage this turn. Oh, I was not actually thinking about the fact that that gets weird with how some of that works. With because of the weakened, the strength decrease actually matters less. Guess we do Cloak and Dagger so we can get a Shiv. We still don't have Envenom up, but we should be able to land that now that we've got some of these other bonuses going. That. We also don't have our Infinite Blades up yet, but that should be fine next turn. May not actually need it at this point, but that's okay. There we go. Gain 1 intangible. Let's not do that. That's weird. It adds extra cards to our deck also, which I don't know. I think the plan is gonna be... Right now, it's very much a survival. What does Melee's upgrading do? Adds 1. That's actually a really big deal on the strength loss, because that means we can use it a lot more efficiently with 1 or 2. Or with 1 or 2 mana up without actually having a problem. But I upgrade everything. I wish I could upgrade everything. Okay. I think the plan is gonna be, let's upgrade one of the cloak and daggers. Or... No, I'm just gonna do melees. I'm gonna stop overthinking this. I want to be able to keep myself alive, and I feel like that's a good way to do it. I hate this fight so much. I was not paying attention to what this was. Okay. I guess let's do... We're gonna do Infinite Blades. Get it set up. Then I'm gonna melees right now, just so we don't have to deal with him. And then we're gonna hit him a couple times with the shivs and call it good. That -3 strength will be good because, yeah, we're saving our crippling cloud for this. Now there's 3 of them, and we want to be able to affect more than one when we can, or whenever we can. Okay, so this one's dead next turn. This is one spot where that poison effect I was going to try and get would have been really nice. Because getting it to spread over, getting to do poison damage over every enemy, every turn, is really powerful. Okay, I only need to block 7 this turn, so I think we do accuracy, get that up, and then we hit this guy. So these are our minions. If we finish the leader off, he goes away. But we also need to make sure we're not taking too much damage. That's not good. That's problematic. I did that Poison Cloud that turn because I want to get damage going on the middle guy here because I knew this other guy was going to respawn. Let's get this so that all 3 of them are now... Oh, his strength bonuses... Or his strength penalty is gone now. Okay, so I think we do Cloak and Dagger, Cloak and Dagger. Shiv, Shiv. Shiv. Finisher. I could have done a couple more attacks on the front guy. That was not great. Yeah, this is problematic. We're very much not in a stable position right now, even with all of our buffs up. Yeah, we have all of our buffs up and we're still not consistently being able to block. It's probably because we didn't draw any of our stuff last turn. So that's actually, like, the fact that we have turns like this actually feels a little better. And then that makes it feel worse again. Okay. So this guy's dead this turn, just from these ships. Oh, just from one ship, even. At that point, we're taking 2 damage. I can deal with that. We need to get through this guy's armor, so we're getting back to doing Envenom strikes. We're going to draw the rest of our deck here with this Swift Potion. And use Finisher to get 4 more attacks on him while his armor's gone. Get that poison building up so that he's going to take consistent damage even when his minions come back. Which they're not yet, which is actually kind of both a good thing and a bad thing. Because he hits really hard, and having that turn off from him attacking would be okay. But at the same time... Okay, so he's gonna be bringing his minions back this turn. Fortunately, we didn't get very many attacks on this one. So I think we just Finisher and end and let that mana carry over. I keep saying mana. This is going to be a problematic situation. Oh man, and he's going to be buffing them this turn. Okay, we need to... We need to get damage on these guys as fast as possible, or I need to just commit that we're not doing anything. I think we're not doing anything to him. I think we are focusing on the boss now. And... building up poison count on him so that he goes down faster. He's taking 17 a turn at this point. We want all in on defense whenever we get the opportunity, and just... This is gonna hurt. Are we dead? Not quite. He's dead next turn, so it doesn't matter. Only the last hit point matters. We are... And boss fights, you regain health at the end of, so... we win. Getting an extra potion every game is decent. After Image isn't bad. I think we just After Image there. No longer rest at rest sites. Extra energy every turn, but you only get 1 card to choose from each time. I think I'm actually gonna do the Busted Crown. I don't need a lot of other cards. I'm pretty good with my setup right now. So if I happen to get good cards, great. If I don't, I'm okay with that also. Okay, looking for double ups on rest stops. Does not look like there are any, but we do want to take the left path to get one more than we would have otherwise. And then the other thing would be looking for shops, which I think this left path here at the beginning is going to have several. But then there's like no shops on the second half of this. So I think we do... I think we're going to go this path through these question marks. Actually, I think we're all... Yeah, let's just focus on these question marks. See what we get. I hate those guys so much. Okay. Enemies are vulnerable this turn. Let's get our footwork up. Let's do a cloak and dagger to get our guard up. We're gonna take one. Unfortunately, these guys all have thorns, which is really annoying. That's what I was looking for. Get the poison count going on these guys. We're currently blocking everything. We're gonna take one this turn. I guess I could have done melees for one there. Okay, these guys are both buffing, which is nice. Let's get our accuracy so we have less attacks to do. We still want to get the attacks in because they're not attacking this time, so we may as well. As long as we're defended enough to absorb the thorn hits. We only have a few more attacks. Or a few more turns before poison just kills them. So, backflip. So we're going to take 17 if we attack. So we'll take 3 carryover. I think we do that and this. Just minimize the damage he's doing. He's only going to do 12 if we attack again. Get that poison up. Cloak and dagger. Defend. 24. This guy's going down in just a couple turns from poison. I think we want to do a little extra on this guy. So he's going to be dead this turn. Actually, can we do that on both? Yeah. There we go. Accuracy plus? Yes, please. We really need to clean out those, No, we're not losing gold right now. We need those shots. We need to clear out cards. We're not going to do that fight. No need to be greedy. We're going to do this path. These harder fights. We're just going to... Yep. These harder fights make it so it's a lot more beneficial to just skip. Once you get a good deck setup, you don't need to do every fight. Yes, these strikes are pretty much worthless at this point. Shivs do more damage, and they don't cost anything. I don't think we want Afterimage innately. We're not doing enough for it to be great. It's good, but it's not great. Infinite Blades we might want innately. And I feel like a lot of those first turns... You know what? A lot of times you have... Well, we've got 7 cards in our starting hand anyway. We have a 33% chance of it being there. I think we need it. Okay, let's see what this elite fight is. Okay. 18 damage. I don't know what that guy's doing. But I think we do accuracy, accuracy, infinite blades. Shivs are gonna do 12. Shiv, shiv. Defend. Shiv. I don't know what this enemy's doing. I actually don't think I fought this one. Resummoning minion? Okay. That's a lot of damage. Like, a lot of damage. So I think we weaken, we cloak and dagger. Should have done that potion first, I think. Actually, no, we'll be okay, we'll be okay. So we can shiv this guy to finish him off. Backflip. Venom. Shiv. Finisher. And then that'll be down to just the main guy this time. We'll still take some damage, but not that much. Now we do after image, footwork, cloak and dagger, shiv, shiv, strike, which because of after image we're now going to be only taking 1. Unfortunately, that 1 is bad, but that's okay. This is a lot of damage, and I have very little in the way of blocking. Okay, so I think we do footwork, neutralize, backflip, malaise, shiv. Okay, we should be good. So we're gonna go shiv, strike, strike, finisher. Okay, summoning back the minions. I think we do just get some attacks in, build up that poison count, and let it go. And then we'll have 6 energy for the next turn, which will hopefully include some draw. Oh, we can only summon 1 per turn also. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go Crippling Cloud. Shiv. Neutralize. Finisher. Strike. And we still have one left over. Not quite enough. Would have actually had enough if I had been doing the math ahead of time, because I could have finished off the boss. Okay. So this guy gets strength up every turn. We just want to nuke him as fast as possible, I believe. Did those in the wrong order. So I'm great at this game. I don't think malaise actually matters in this one, so I think we're just going to use it for one anyway. Discard your hand, then draw that many cards? Sure. This is interesting. I don't think I like this, actually. That relic may have been a bad thing. Because those are all going to end up in my discard pile. So in boss fights, every Shiv I play, I have another random card added to my deck that slows the things down coming back around. I don't like that. That's bad. That's like really bad. Got blur, which makes it so our block didn't go away at the end of this turn. Carry 18 block over, not that it matters. Yeah, I mean, it's nice because you get a lot of resources here. Start of your third turn, gain 18 block. Sure, that's not bad. This guy's actually a really good one for this fight. It does compounding damage as you hit it more, or you do compounding damage as you hit it more. So the more attacks you do in one turn, the better. So you know, if you do Shiv, 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 and then do Finisher, it's going to take more damage. So it looks like it has just a million health, which it does. But it is less than it seems because of that. So we want to do backflip, accuracy, so we get a little more damage boost. And then strike, Shiv. Malaise. Should have done that first. I really wish I'd realized what Dead Branch meant. Or specifically that it interacted with ships that way. Keep on the neutralized train. Let's do a backflip. Let's do another Shiv. Slice. And then we're going to do Predator to draw extra cards next turn again. So Cloak and Dagger, Deflect, Footwork, and I guess Caltrops. And now I have a bunch of cards that I don't care about at all, which is obnoxious and frustrating. Okay, Crippling Cloud. Yeah, 'cause I don't have any of my attacks. Or I don't have any of my defensive cards in my hand right now. Yeah, this is a problem. We may just be dead because of that, honestly. Like, not this fight, but, like, before this is over. The fact that I'm getting so screwed every time I play a Shiv. Like, there's a chance we'll get good ones, but they stay in the deck. They make it thicker. There we go. Like, we get there. But yeah. That's actually really good for this deck. Yeah. I guess we hope we get backflips. And at this point, I don't want to do any more fights than I have to, because this is gonna be hard. Okay, so we want Infinite Blades, we want Accuracy, we want to neutralize this guy, and we want to take the back row out as fast as possible. So next turn we're going to get... Nightmare is going to give us 3 extra Shivs. I mean, the nice part with this is it adds a little creativity to the deck. Makes it a little bit more flexible. Makes every hand a little bit more exciting, I guess, because every fight is going to be different. One left. We need some block. Yeah. Normally we have 21 cards, including all our powers, and our goal was to get down to about 12 once we played all our powers and did our setup. And now we've got like 30 after playing all our powers. There we go. Should just have one more fight left at least. I would not take that card early, but considering we're literally just going to get it one. Oh man. Is that worth it? Yeah. Let's try it. We're going to take the risk. We can't heal. This is it. We don't want any of those. This is literally going to do nothing, so we can't heal and we can't upgrade anything. But now we have all upgraded cards. Okay. So, after image first. Dexterity potion. Weak potion. Infinite blades. Cloak and dagger. Neutralize. Shiv. Strike. Do I just wait on the shivs maybe until I get my setup done? Because I don't have Envenom up. Yeah, I'm just gonna let those shuffle in so I don't add 3 random cards to my deck. There we go. So now we can Envenom, Cloak and Dagger, Shiv. We only get one more attack, but the mana is going to carry it over, so I think we actually just use a regular strike. Prevent more cards from getting added in. Early. We're up to 7 dexterity, so like our regular block is doing, or defend is doing 15 block, which is really good. I think we've got 3. I think at this point we're gonna draw some cards. The nice things about those exhausted cards is when we get those random ones, we have a chance at that point of getting extra powers, extra copies of our powers, which is really good. Okay, so we're only doing 3, or we only get to play 3 cards next turn. We really need to get some poison going. Negative effect. He's not attacking this time, so I think we're just going to do Crippling Cloud. Noxious Fumes, there we go. That's the kind of stuff we can do with this. So Noxious Cloud builds up his poison count by 2 on each of our turns. So he loses 1, but we're going to gain 2 on it. And eventually, that's going to add up. And we're going to be able to triple it with that power that we got. Okay, so we're going to neutralize. Keep building up that... oh crap, we only have 1 left. Yeah, we're defending. Oh, never mind. That counts up. Caltrops. And... we want a Shiv? I feel like we'd wait on the Shiv. Maybe we glass knife to try and bump his, yeah, let's glass knife to bump his armor down. And see if we can actually get some damage on there. That's actually really powerful here. So piercing wail, reduces strength by 6 this turn, so we're gonna take nothing. I wasn't gonna take anything anyway, so maybe that was a mistake, but that's okay. And he's gonna start taking 3 every time from that thorn effect. So I think we backflip, cloak and dagger, shiv, shiv, unload, finisher. And at this point, if we get our poison card pulled back around, we can use it. So I think we just defend, strike, strike. I don't want to add any more cards in right now. Poison stab, sucker punch, flying knee. I hate that I can't use my shivs efficiently. But right now I need to just... What? I was gonna catalyst that turn. Okay. Well, we have to do 18 and... or block 28 and we can't. So I think we use some of these. We have lots of energy here. I was not paying attention to that clock. And unfortunately now we're down back to that triple poison is back shuffled in. I'm so mad at this dead branch still. Like, we would have easily had this over by this point. So cloak and dagger, shiv, shiv, shiv. And then I guess flechettes. Predator. I mean, it's almost over. We're in good shape here. Let's see what we get from our shivs here. We have no real defenses here. So I think we need to do that first. We need a weaken effect, which would have obviously been in our hand. There we go. That'll help. Bane? We get 2 more cards. So I think what we do is Bane, just gonna do it twice, and then Eviscerate does it 3 times. Build up the poison count. So he's dead next turn unless he gets rid of poison. There we go. Victory. So yeah, outside of that one faux pas with Dead Branch, that deck felt really, really good. Like, I really liked the way it played. I like the fact that it still had a lot of flexible thinking where there's certain times where you have to focus on your setup and certain times where you need to let your setup go in exchange for just surviving or taking out specific targets. And it was a deck that let you do both, which is neat. Um, so yeah, that was neat. I enjoy this game a lot. I haven't played it in so long, and I'm not sure why. I mean, I've played it a lot. I just haven't recorded it, and it's fun to record. It's fun to talk through the thought processes with it. So maybe we'll see if I do a few more of them. Uh, it's not Mario Lost Levels, so that makes me happy. Um, I've got a few more Final Fantasy runs I might be doing here soonish, but otherwise we're pretty much just on Mario until my computer parts arrive, which got pushed back again. So hopefully everything will get. We'll find some fun stuff to play. The list is so long. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.